Welcome, Team Wilpers crew. My name's Justin Harris. I'm one of the coaches here at Team Wilpers. This is our holiday run challenge, and this is a little bit of an overview of what's going on. I'm going to talk about all access, and I'm going to talk about week number 1. Okay. So first things first, you can follow us down below. You can hit subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Team Wilpers Running. And you can follow me at J Harris Coaching on Facebook and Instagram. But the big thing that we try to do here on this holiday challenge, as I talk with a lot of my clients and all of us coaches here, the big challenge is, I say it's kind of like November 15th to January 15th. It's the holiday season. And during the holiday season, things are a little bit chaotic. We're a little bit off schedule. We have family traditions, travel, and a lot of time off of work and different things, maybe crazy work, whatever. All right. But in this time, it's an opportunity to continue progressing your training and to not back off. And I'll get into what that looks like. But the big thing here is that we really structured this plan to be easy, effective, and to allow you to create some rhythm during a time that really challenges that. In order to be successful, it's really about consistency. And during this time of the year, most of us are done with our big races for the year, and we're just starting to gear up. So what better way than to do a Team Wilpers Run Challenge during the holiday and get yourself activated and consistent. Okay. So a couple things on my radar. So first off, all right, challenge highlights. All right. So what we try to do here is to keep things really short, sweet, and effective. So the one key thing, so some of the key things that I'd like to talk about is variety. All right. Over the past several challenges, I've been trying to be consistent with the workouts so that you can learn them and to be progressive. All right. And this challenge, though, with the holidays coming, different things, I decided to keep them short and sweet, but really mix things up. So each week on Mondays, you can expect a different workout. I think I repeat 2 workouts in 6 weeks on that front. And on Threshold, you're going to get a different workout every week. And I think I repeat them each one once. All right. And then long runs, we mix those up too. So basically the key sessions are going to week to week be a little bit less, how do I say this? There's structure and each one builds into the next one, but they're not going to be the same kind of rinse and repeat so that you can gain knowledge and information on how to execute it and then come back next week and try it again. They're going to keep changing and keep evolving. All right. The next thing that we did was I focused on creating kind of manageable bites that you know what you're going to get. So during the week for the default plan and for the easy plan, I made things 30 minutes. And then the long runs, I let you go. I push you a little bit more there on the duration. For the difficult version, it's 45 minutes. So if you want 45 minutes, you should try the difficult version. If you want 30 minutes, you should do the default, the medium mode. And then if you need easy walk jogging, that's going to be the easy mode. Okay. And so those are kind of the overall principles here, is keeping things fresh and with variety. And then either you're picking 30 minutes or 45 minutes. In order to do that, though, you need all access, right? So to get the 45-minute or to get the walk jog versions, you're going to need to sign up for all access. It's $9.99 a month. You get so much with that. So not only do you get to change your difficulty level, which some people will change. So certain things they'll do the default mode, and then some things they'll do difficult mode, or they'll start with difficult and then they'll move to easy things throughout, depending on the session and what you think you're capable of. But it's written that you just stay in one place, but people utilize it in different ways. All right. The other thing with all access that you get for the $10, $9.99 a month, $999.99. No, it's not $900 for $10 a month, is you also get strength. All right. And so we have a plan that is written that goes along with the training here to make sure that we're progressively overloading you and not just randomly exercising and doing all this muscle confusion and different stuff that has been talked about over the years. So we're going to progress you along. It's been written by Coach Ava Fagan, and you have access to that as well. We also have on All Access like different training plans. So if you're training for a marathon or half marathon, there's different difficulty levels and different stuff like that. So do check that out. All right. So what we're going to do here is kind of talk about week one. And one thing I kind of skip over a little bit is some of the how to do the challenge. So before I get into week one, how we do the challenge essentially is you're signed up on the website. You'll get emails on Friday about what's to come. That's when we open access to the next week. And as you go along, you'll go into the website, you'll log on, and you'll see what the training is for the whole entire week. You can pick 3, 4, or 5 sessions. Again, to click multiple sessions, you have to be all access. All right. So just keep that all in mind. How the challenge starts. If you're new to this, you need to do the 20-minute test, which is 20 minutes as fast as you can go, your best effort. All right. And there's some strategies that I'll talk about a little bit on how to tackle that. That is necessary in order to set up your paces. We get your paces from that 20-minute test. Okay. So if you gave it your best effort and the paces don't feel right, maybe you go and retest at the end and just leave the paces where they're at if you're new to this. If you've done these before, and you have your paces, you do not need to test it again. On the first day, there is an option to do the workout, to do a speed play like 30, 60, 90 and not do the 20-minute test. But you need to do the 20-minute test in order to set your paces. All right. So understand that. The 20-minute test is not easy. All right. If you've done it before, last challenge, you probably don't need it again. Your paces more than likely have not changed that much. But if you're stickler to it, go for it, do it. But you don't need it. If you haven't done it in like 6 months or 8 months, or something has happened in between the last time you took it, I encourage you to do it so you have accurate paces. What often happens is people start making up their paces only on the faster end. They just do faster and faster because they feel better. And this is when we are getting people get some not the results they want, we'll say, all right, for various reasons. It's because you're doing more than is planned. Okay. This is supposed to be 6 weeks of building you up, progressively overloading you so that you end getting through the holiday season healthy and ready to start your new year. And we have some interesting things coming up in the new year. Okay. So, and then what you do in the thing after you're done with your session, you check the box that you've done it. A lot of people kind of lose sight of that. It helps us keep track of our numbers and what's going on and gives us feedback. But nonetheless, you do that. So you take the session and you do it. You do it on the tread. You can do it outside. Some people on the community, Team Wilpers Running, talk about what class worked well for this and different things. So engage there. That's the community that you have resources to ask questions, curiosities, wins, losses, all that. Everyone, a bunch of people chime in. So that's your platform for community. This is why we do this, community. Okay. So week one. What are we doing? All right. So if you new to this, you're doing the 20-minute test, you have to do it in order to get paces. I mean, you can make up a number, but it's not going to be accurate. All right. If you've done the 20-minute test and haven't had any hiccups or anything, just leave your numbers and continue on with the training plan. Okay. If you're not taking the 20-minute test, you have an option for 30, 60, 90. For the 45-minute, for the difficult version, it's 30, 60, 90, 90, 60, 30. So we're kind of doing a ladder up and ladder down. This is VO2 max. This is good effort. All right. So it should feel a little spicy. And what we're really worrying about is velocity. Okay. Pay attention to your heart rate a little bit. Be curious about it. But really, it's about hitting the speeds that we're planning for you. If you feel like your speeds are off, which I see a lot of people running way faster just to think you have to bury yourself and be dead. As Matt's motto is, and I agree with it, and it's my motto too, is we're trying to train harder, not smarter. Or excuse me, we're trying to train smarter, not harder. Okay. So keep that in mind as we go along. All right. Then for the threshold version, we have a progression run. So we're just trying to kind of move through some paces and to understand how it feels to like lock into a pace that feels a little uncomfortable at the time and to watch it feel comfortable and then we move on to the next thing. So I have it set. In our one-on-one coaches, we dig a little bit more into it. We do a little bit more unstructured, but here, this is structured. We're going to hold your hand, make sure you're doing it the right way. All right. And then for the last quality session of the week, we have a flat long run where we're looking to be a little progressive. Okay. So start slow and work your way up to a nice, comfortable pace that you can have a conversation with someone. So if someone came to talk to you on the tread or you ran into a friend, you could have a breathy, full conversation. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. Back to the 20-minute test. If you haven't taken the 20-minute test, you should really start somewhere around threshold pace for the first several minutes and then pick up from there. You really want to end where you're almost going to slow down. That's where you want to end. All right. Don't try to game it and run really fast and walk and run unless you have to walk jog. All right. But globally, you want to kind of be kind of fairly steady and then really pick it up for the back half. All right. The best way to do it is just flatline and hang on for dear life, but that's really hard if it's your first time to figure it out and know what's right. But if you fade a little bit in the end, you did it perfect. Okay. All right. So a couple things on my radar other than the key sessions is you have aerobic runs. All right. One day on Thursday, you have an aerobic run plus striders. The striders are just up tempo, working on turnover, good form technique. So chin tuck, not tucked super down, but chin neutral down. All right. Hips forward, shoulders back and locked in, and nice and relaxed hands. So you're having some nice quality little touches on velocity, but it's a good opportunity to work on technique. On Sunday, we have aerobic run that really should be a recovery run. You should not be pushing Sunday at all. The goal there is to kind of absorb all the training for the week that you've done, and then Friday's off, so that's another absorption day. But don't use Sunday as a quality day to really push things. All right. Last thing I'll say here on the training week is the things are written in a specific format to go along. Now, sometimes things don't work. Like this Thursday, there is a run if you're doing 5 days a week or 4. It's Thanksgiving for most of us in the US, right? So, maybe you go run, maybe you do a turkey trot. That's okay. All right. And so, but when you start moving things around, just try not to really avoid putting 2 quality days back to back. So VO2 max or a threshold day, progression run, or a long run, they really should not be back to back. They should be separated by space. All right, a lift, off day, an aerobic day, or something like that. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. So I had a couple questions here, and I'll look to see if we're getting some. So one question, someone who couldn't join us here asked if they've done a race recently, can that be inputted into the challenge? And currently it cannot. There's a way that you can figure it out using a VO2 max calculator. So if you put in your 10K time and a 10K distance, you'll get a VO2 max out. And then you can see kind of what VO2 max that is. And then for 20 minutes, you can put in a distance and try to get as close to the VO2 max to figure out what distance you would have run. That's equivalent VO2 max, not speed, because a shorter distance, you will be able to run faster. So VO2 max is the gauge. So currently we don't have that feature right now. It's something that we are been discussing and trying to work on so that you can not just have the 20-minute test, but you can use current and recent race results. So, okay. So hopefully I answered that one. So currently no, but yeah. All right. Hello. Hey team. So some people checking in, Skeens X, Claudia. Hello. All right. Daniela. All right. Perfect. All right. So some people are on Facebook. All right. Fargo Fishy, I know we're here for running, but coach is here. Oh, yeah. I finally didn't wear a hat. All right. So everyone's like, I got to come on here to see you without a hat. I'm very happy that I can do a job where I can wear a hat and wear sweatpants and still be professional. So, guys. Oh, Karina. Yes. Look at these locks. I just got a haircut. Just got my hair did. trying to sell my liver. So anyway, all right. I didn't think my hair would be such a hit. So anyway, so I'll stay on for a couple more minutes if people want to ask any questions. But to rewind backwards, this whole challenge is about being efficient, having variety, and having fun during the holiday season when schedules and become challenging. It becomes difficult to be consistent with travel and traditions and family. And that's a beautiful thing. That's okay. But if we can be consistent through this by having short and sweet things, if you want 30 minutes, that's going to be the default or the easy. If you want 45 minutes, that's going to be the difficult. To change your ability to do the levels, you need all access. If you want strength, which we highly recommend, it's been well recommended a ton, is that's all access. So for $10 a month, you get all this stuff. All right. And yeah, week one is about 20-minute test if you haven't done it and you're new to this. And if you have done it, you can skip it. It's okay. There's a workout there for you. So anyway, all right, Fargo Fishy. All right, yeah. My super fans. Love you guys. Whoop, whoop. And Karina, you guys are laughing it up. So appreciate it. So, okay. I'm just checking one other thing. Oh, so people are texting me. Okay. I guess that's about my hair today. Anyway, I wish you guys all the best of efforts. Follow the training plan. You sign up for this. And a lot of people are doing multiple challenges and trying to piece things together. This is what one-on-one coaching is about. We try to navigate these things to help you fit in what all the things you want and try to figure out what you need in the minimal effective dose so that you can perform. Some of these people on here have seen that. All right. And so if it doesn't quite fit your box and fit what you're doing, the puzzle piece, then look to our one-on-one coaching. Right now we have a sale. It's $100 off a month for the first month. And we have some fantastic coaches. We got a couple things up our sleeve for next year that we're interested and excited about, but we'll get more details on that as it kind of rolls out. But yeah, so yeah, follow the plan. More is not better. I can promise you it most often backfires, not all at once. But if you spend over your budget a couple dollars every day, eventually it's going to catch up and you're not going to have the money to pay off the debt. So follow along. We'll see you next week. If you have any questions, go to Team Wilpers Running on Facebook, that group, and you're going to interact there, ask questions. Follow us, subscribe here on YouTube, follow us on Facebook at Team Wilpers and Team Wilpers Running. I'll let you into the group, or you can find me at J Harris Coaching. So yeah, the last one. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. All right. I'm grateful to be here. At Team Wilpers, we're grateful to have all of you. And yeah, enjoy the day. If you're doing any turkey trots, tag us on there on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, best of efforts and enjoy. Safe travels. Later, everyone.